If you want to teach your dog to obey from a distance, there's some pretty easy and pretty slow steps that I like to use with mine. Now, I like to start with a bed. You don't have to use a bed. You can follow every single step we do without one, especially if you're teaching something like spin from a distance. But I found it's easiest to start teaching something like sit or stand. Oh, you're coming back. She offered to go on the bed, so I'm not mad that she came off. But if you want to teach something like spin, you're not going to be able to do it on a bed. So I recommend starting just teaching something easy like sit or down on a bed before you add in something more complicated so that they start to understand they don't have to be right next to you for the treat. To the bed.
It's cold.
It's cold. You may notice I have the dog on the bed, successful mission. Now we want to see if the dog is comfortable lying down on the bed. Very good, she is. And now we know she'll lie down from one of my feet away. So now I'm going to put her in a sit. You can also signal it. What is this? Sit. Yes, oh my gosh, honey. We're recording, you have to pretend like you know what you're doing. Okay. From here, I'm gonna take another step back. So we're not much farther, it's nothing impressive. And we're just gonna ask for a down. Now, ideally, you wanna start like this. You don't wanna start where your dog is gonna fail, you wanna start where you know they'll succeed. Because if I say sit, when my dog, thank you, you actually listened this time. While I'm all the way over here and my dog has never done this before, one, they might break their mat stay, and two, she's very unlikely to listen. Now you're allowed to do this and start, go back on your bed. Betsy, back. Betsy, get on your bed. All right, thank you. Your dog may lie down from this distance, so it doesn't hurt to check, but don't get frustrated if they don't. So I'm gonna see with Betsy, standing here, we're gonna see if I can do a down. Oh my goodness, honey, yes! You're so smart and good. And so I don't have to walk back every single step. But if I was that far and she wasn't obeying, I would make it maybe half the distance if you want to start far away, and then half that until they're listening. But the reason I don't recommend starting that way, even though it's totally a valid method, is that your dog could get frustrated if you start too far. So you might start super far and then get closer and closer and closer, and then the dog's like, why would I lie down? I don't know what you want from me. And then they're upset, and you're upset, and everybody loses. So I typically start close and work my way back. From here, now that you've done something really, really easy, you can remove the bed and see if they'll listen from a distance without it. You can also start without the bed, as mentioned before. Totally up to you. So I'm gonna, for one, tell her to stay, and I'm gonna get half the distance where I was successful away before I ask for a down. Very good. And now we're gonna go the full distance now that I know she's not completely confused. Down. Very good. Very good. Now, one thing you may notice is that I'm not saying come and giving her the treat from over there when she's over here. I'm coming all the way. Otherwise, every time your dog does the trick, they're going to want to come to you for the treat. So they have to stay where they are, and that's why another reason it's easier to start closer so the dog doesn't have to wait as long while you come over to give the reward. Very good, babes. Very good. Now let's do something more complicated like a spin, or let's do a Minty. This trick is named after my previous dog, who it was her favorite trick. A Minty looks like this. Betsy, stand all the way. And that's all that there is to it. This is not a how-to guide on that, but we are going to increase distance. Do you see a dog? Or you just think you'll see a dog? Yeah, good girl. We're working on her reactivity. So I know that we can do a Minty from right here. She doesn't know this from a distance, but I want her to face me, wait, while I'm a couple of feet away, and then say Minty. Oh, very good. Now, unlike with down, which she's very familiar with, maybe she'll blow my mind, I don't know, we might be proven wrong. Wait, if I go all this distance away, and I signal her, Minty, she's not gonna do it, because she doesn't know that trick as well, which is why we always start closer for one, but also we start with the down or the sit that they're more familiar with. I'm gonna give her an easy one, Minty. Oh, that's okay, you missed. Let's try again. Minty. Yes. Good girl. And I'll turn this way, wait. She's staying in a stand, going a little way. Minty. Oh, she thought that was a bop it. Again, that's okay. Minty. Good girl. Good job. And I'll give you 2 because that was a little bit harder. And I'm going to turn my body. Wait. Minty. Oh, good girl. Yes. Even though she bumped into my leg, so it's not perfect, she tried. She gave it her best effort for the first time. That was the farthest she'd done it, so I'm going to reward. If she bumped into my leg the second time, I wouldn't, because I don't want her to think, oh, when we do it from a distance, I'm supposed to run into the leg. Again, this is a difficult trick, so I'm going to try again. Wait. Even farther. I wouldn't recommend going this fast, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to try. Minty. All right. Wait. Minty. You can see just that tiny step made all the difference. And the distance. Let's do one more. Wait. I'm going to push her again. Ready? Minty. Oh, that's okay. You're thinking about it. She thought about it.
The leash got caught on her leg.
Oh, camera person saw the leash got caught on her leg. I don't need to reward you for that. She's so cute. I just want to give her snacks all the time. Okay, ready? Wait. Let's do it. I'm going to do an easy one so she doesn't get frustrated. Minty. And to keep her in that rhythm, then we're going to say, Betsy. She thinks there's a snack in the grass. Betsy, focus. Nope. Betsy, focus. So if your dog won't pay attention, oh, good girl. She heard the crinkle and was like, oh, I want to work for that. So we'll get her into a stand. I'm going to do an easy one again, just to see if we can get into a rhythm again. Good. One more. Yes. Distance. Minty. Yes. Even more distance. Wait. Ready? Minty. Oh, that's okay. Wait. I'm going to close my fist more because she thought we were doing a bop it, because we do bop it a lot from a distance. Minty. Oh, you can do it. She's saying, I cannot do it. So I'm going to back up. And that's part of the reason I'm letting myself fail here, is because I want you guys to see good stand. I'm trying to teach her not to auto sit. I want you guys to see that it's not all in one motion. You might see people do it super fast, but that usually means their dog is already trained. So go at their pace. You can push them a little bit, but then just back up where they can succeed. It's okay for this to take a long time. So much like Betsy is, have fun training. Good girl.